welcome everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Touhou 12.3 Hisoutensoku, I believe it's how it's pronounced. This is actually the first Touhou game I've ever seen or played. It's a fighting game based off the Touhou characters. This is actually, I guess you can say it's an expansion from I believe it's Touhou 10.5, which is Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, I think that's what it's called. Which this one just adds more characters and so forth. If you have the original game, you can add all the characters together and all that fun stuff. And I never noticed that looming monster in the background and there's in the mountains there. That's kind of freaky. Anyway, like I said, this is a fighting game. This is actually the first Touhou game I've ever played. It was kind of what got me interested in the Touhou series in the first place, because I found the combat pretty enjoyable. Back when I played League of Legends, I watched a lot of a few live streams of League of Legends, and I watched a few of Shirelia's videos, or sorry, not videos, but live streams. And while she was waiting for matches, she would actually be playing this game. So that kind of got me to Google search it and figure out how to get a hold of it, and English translations and all that fun stuff. This game's kind of interesting. You can pull up a profile for all your for your own specific stuff, because there's multiple characters in the game with their own movesets. Not only do they have their own movesets, they have their own cards they can access, and you can make a deck of cards. All the characters have their own spell cards and all that fun stuff, and they actually have a deck that you take with them in combat. So this is actually like a fighting danmaku game, with a little bit of deck building in it, which is kind of interesting. There's a variety of cards. Some of them upgrade moves, some of them will change your moves. Like if you do, the standard motion for a Hadouken, it does one move, but you can actually use a card and change what move is for that. There's also a bunch of special moves that use up cards, and then there's various utility moves that upgrade your stats and other things like that. Anyway, I'm just gonna probably just mess around with this. This is kind of just gonna be a filler video for between until I get my GRE test done, and after that I'll be focusing on probably a more solid Let's Play, or more thorough Let's Play. Anyway, I'm gonna do arcade mode. Story mode is kind of well, why not? I'll show you story mode. Story mode is kind of, you fight bosses more than you do fight other opponents. So I'm going to apologize because I haven't played this game in forever. I'm right now playing on a gamepad, which I usually don't play on. I'm used to playing this game on a keyboard, but I'm trying this with the gamepad. Anyway, let's go ahead and do story mode. Due to the fact that I'm playing the expansion and not the actual, the original game, that Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, I'm kind of limited on who I can pick. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do this because I don't know these characters' moves at all. I think I played as Hong Mei Ling. I did Hong Mei Ling story mode and barely managed to get through it on easy. So never mind. We'll do just standard stuff. I'll show you the standard combat. It's a lot better. Alright, arcade mode. So now we can pick all the characters we want. Whee! Look at all that. So you pretty much have all the characters all the way up to, I don't even know what Touhou number it is, but you have up to Sawaku and Suo and those characters. I believe Tenchi and Iku were introduced in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, and Suika was introduced in perhaps this game or in the Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. So these characters are actually from the fighting game, which is kind of interesting, I believe. I haven't really checked all my facts on this. I kind of just wanted to play a game. Anyway, let's see, who should I play as? Probably someone I'm decent with, or someone that's cheaper. Some of the balance in this game is kind of off. Like, Remilia's been known to be kind of a cheap character for tournaments. There are tournaments for this game, believe it or not. And the Gimp character is Alice, sadly. So sorry, Alice fans. Alice is actually probably the worst character in this game. Simply because her mechanics just don't work well in this game. She uses dolls, which is good, but the way she uses them it's very awkward. I've seen some matches where the top player of the tournaments actually won the tournament using Alice, and it's probably one of the weird. It's really it was impressive to watch, but you can tell how awkward it is to win with her. So let's go ahead and go ahead and stick with. I'll go with Patchouli. I'll go. I'm gonna stick with normal. You actually have multiple decks, so I'm just gonna stick with the default. Well, this isn't the default, but it's the one I'm pretty sure I altered the cards in. So we'll stick with that, and in we go. We're just gonna fight. It's pretty much, I think, 10 matches against random opponents. Probably should have stuck. I probably should have put it on easy. Oh well. If you lose, it's no big deal. I'm just hoping the frame rate holds. If it doesn't, I apologize. Maybe I'll just play slow-mo Touhou 12.3. Wow, this is taking a bit to load. A lot longer than usual. Okay, so yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my controls. So yeah, you can fly, you can melee. Patchouli's not that good at melee. There's weather in this game, which the weather affects. Right now it's monsoon, as you can see in the middle of the screen up there. I'm using the wrong spells. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting all distracted here. So the key thing here is you can fly and also you can dash and stuff, and while you're dashing and flying like this, you dodge through projectiles like this. Except that one that I just screwed up on. Okay, just go away. Yeah, I'm gonna be spamming. You can block projectiles, but it's generally not a good idea because it drains your energy. If you run out of energy while you're blocking, you can actually get a guard break, and if that happens, your energy drops down permanently down and that's a special. Let's switch cards. Oh great, and I died. Yeah, I don't remember all the controls here. But yeah, I found this game interesting because of all the projectile fights, and it's not like ridiculous, you know, spamming Hadoukens, even though you can do that, like I'm doing right now. Oh, she blocked it. I used this support card there. I don't even remember what it does. I think it speeds me up. Special cards, like the special moves I just did, and she did on me, require a certain number of cards depending on how powerful it is. You have to have a certain number of active cards, and you will actually discard those cards when you use it. So you can have a lot of powerful cards in your deck, but you won't be able to use a lot of them because you'll be discarding so many cards from using like level 5 spells and stuff like that. Like right now I have Giga Flare activated. Sorry, Royal Flare, which uses up 5 cards, so I just discarded 5 cards from my deck. You can actually run out of cards, which means you won't be able to do any specials or support abilities. I usually like just using my highest abilities, but since I'm playing on medium and not easy, she's actually been avoiding all my attacks. I've guard braked her. I've broke her guard twice now, so now she only has 3 energy bars instead of 5. But doesn't matter, I won. And they all have their little flavor text and all that stuff. Depending on the character, it can actually change. And if you're fighting yourself, it has its own little unique things like that. So we'll show off a few more fights. Some projectiles have priority over others, since Pacholi is primarily projectiles and stuff. Her projectiles tend to pierce through other characters. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Some characters don't have very much in projectiles at all, like Hong Mei Ling. It's all about melee for her. There we go. Just use 2 of the support cards. I'm pretty sure it speeds me up. You also do normal normal moves, like if you do like half circle ups and stuff like that, you'll Oh, the weather changed. Right now it's Typhoon. During Typhoon, you do not flinch when you get hit. So, like, I blazed her with a bunch of shots and she just took it. Of course, you still take a decent amount of damage from it. Let's go ahead and use that, level 3. Support cards can be a lot better than actual, you know, power moves. That move had priority. The thing you can't graze through is melee attacks. Yep, that wasn't too bad. I'm getting used to the controls again. Patch always saying all stuff about mages and junk. Also, pressing the attack button in certain directions will affect what sort of projectiles you fire and what sort of moves you do, kind of like in Smash Brothers. Like this one I'm doing here is I'm pressing, I'm holding forward while I'm pressing the heavy shot. You have 3 attack buttons, well besides the, you know, activating cards. You have your melee attack, and then you have a light shot and a heavy shot. I generally like using this move because if the AI blocks, it tends to shred her guard. Support cards you use carry over to the next round, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my shot's have priority. And let's go ahead and shift to that move. Probably can't see the specific cards I'm using, but yellow are the super moves. Those cost cards to activate. In most cases, unless it's a level 1. If it's a level 1, it just uses up the card itself. Anything higher, it uses the card itself along with one or more other cards. Gray cards are move cards. Those will upgrade or swap your move for whatever that button combination is. And then the red cards are support cards. Oh, gotcha. Hello, 54 hit combat. Oops. Skip through the dialogue. I didn't even know I was going to do that. But if you do half circle ups and stuff like that, you can do other moves. Like that. Oh, the fireball. Unfortunately, I don't really know Patch Holies that well. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's only good if you're trying to stop an aerial move, though. I've seen that move already. I'm trying to show you off some other specials, just to show you some variety. Yeah, it's just an upgraded form of the water spell I'm using. Yeah, Patchoulie's melee isn't that good. I mean, she has a book. So usual combinations don't even work for her sometimes. Okay, this is a level 3 card here. As you can guess, the level 5 cards are the ones that just pretty much envelop the screen and do a lot of damage. Some attacks, if you get hit in certain ways, will actually force you to discard a card, which can be really annoying. That kind of worked. Tomochi's ranged attacks are actually rather awful. She throws these coins that are very easy to knock away with most projectiles. Except for that one. Yeah, as you can see, she just dashed through my special. So even specials can't win everything. The AI isn't too bright in this game. Then again, I'm only playing on medium. I haven't tried Lunatic yet. But like I said, I'm just messing around. Good old Surnow, the strongest. Go away. Okay, she... Typhoon again. I haven't really talked too much about the weather effects. There are some that make you don't flinch. Some of them will make you weave back and forth, like the wind is blowing you around. There's ones that'll randomize your cards. What else is there? There's ones that will give you a whoever gets the last hit in will get a buff that will cover their health. There's a bunch of them. Some of them I don't even know what they do. Okay, that was fast. I guess it was just because I was fighting Amelia as the first character that I had so much trouble. Then again, it is Surnow. Oh, good on Yuma. Yuma kind of has a weird mechanic because of her ghost half that's floating around. She can actually manipulate where it goes. Here, I'll go ahead and show. This is a gray card. This will actually switch one of my moves. It also, when you use it, it will actually activate that move. Oh yeah, Yuma has the ability to reflect projectiles as well. Okay. So now my quarter circle up for with a light shot now does this move because I used that gray card, which is actually pretty good, at least for melee. Ouch. Oh, that sucks. Flying does use up energy, but if you dash on the ground, it doesn't. Oops. Probably shouldn't stand right under her when she has a sword like that. Luckily, my own shots cancel my shots, so when she reflects, it pretty much just cancels them. Let's go ahead and upgrade this move. Ouch. She's retreating, I don't know why. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure my deck is actually rather awful, but I don't really know much about deck building in this type of game. I'm not really a pro at this. I don't play... the only way you can play this game online, using Hibachi, I believe it's what it's called. But I haven't really attempted it. I have like a tutorial laying around somewhere of how to do it, but I've never gotten up the nerve to attempt it. Gotta keep going. I'll probably manage to just go through all the characters that I fight. I mean, you're not gonna fight all of them in arcade mode. You'll just fight 10 of them. But I'll just do those 10 and then call that a video. This is Ryson, of course. Her projectiles can be are pretty much like missiles in this one, and they can definitely have priority over my shots in a lot of cases. Hail. Don't know what that does. Yeah, that connected. I'm getting some frame rate. Sorry, guys. When you get guard broken and you lose like that, you lose your energy temporarily. The only way to get it back is to let your energy recharge to full and then fill up that extra bar, which is generally pretty easy to do, especially as you lose more of them. Ouch! I really should stop meleeing. Ouch. Don't want to... Probably not something I want to get hit by a lot. As you get... I believe it's as you get hit and as you do damage, it allows you to draw more cards. You won't draw any... The max you can have in your hand is 5. The only way to get rid of cards is to get them knocked away or use them. Seems like those eyes are getting worse. Alright, Iku. I believe there's some support cards that are just specifically designed to just be used to cycle through your deck faster. I think it's like a coin or something. Yeah, she's not doing too well at the moment. This is Iku, if you don't remember. You specializes with lightning. Was very awesome in Labyrinth and Touhou. Yeah, right now my Cortal Circle up without that gray card is it shoots a fireball. Like one big fireball. Which is very powerful, by the way. Wow. Come on, Iku. There you go. At least you blocked. There you go. Now you're grazing. That's Royal Flare. That's a level 5 card. Yeah, she just doesn't know how to deal with that fireball. Trust me, if you're playing against like actual players that know what they're doing, you can't really pull off tricks like this. At least in most cases. Unless you get like proper setup and stuff. This is Tenchi, by the way. Pretty sure anyone that's actually watching this is probably familiar with the Touhou characters. Then again, you guys have been pretty good about just watching genres and games that you guys aren't familiar with, which is good. Sorry if the combat is not too interesting, I kind of just wanted to show this game off. Broke her guard twice. Alright. The max a move can be is level 4, so now that my little fire move that I'm failing to do right now is at level 4 right now. Same for like static upgrades, you can go up to level 4. Which makes sense, because there's a limit of how many of the same card you can have in your deck, like most card games. And sorry, I'm really sucking at the moment. Yeah, my little move that there we go. That worked. This is not gonna hit. Okay, it does hit. You actually don't have to hit with your moves, you just have to do moves to actually get card energy, though you get more if you actually hit. There we go. I was so shocked by my little crazy juggle that it connected that I was about to lose that. Oh, there you go. As you complete arcade mode or story mode, you'll actually get cards, but for the most part, it's pretty easy to unlock all the cards you need. I'm just looking at the cards. I think it's completely random. Like, I think I'm getting cards for other characters and so forth. So, let's... There you go. I was trying to remember what key I was pressing on this on the gamepad to cancel. But yeah, if you go to your profile here, you can go to Dex Construction. That's my profile. You can go through all your characters, and you can go to like Petuli here, and you can have multiple decks. Like right now, this one's that weird green symbol. And I think if I press, yeah, I can switch to these ones here, which are just defaults because I don't change them. But yeah, you can have your deck's 20 cards. It has to be you have to have 20 cards, I believe. And as you can see, you can have up to 4 of a card, and you can discard and all that fun stuff. As you can see, I don't really have much variety in this deck. I have 4 support cards, which is speed, I believe. Can I switch the... How do I switch the... There's a way to, like, list all the... Okay, that does it. Yeah, these are the support cards. The one I'm using is Tengu Fans, which speed is permanently increased with each use. Multiple uses further increases the effect. Then you got things that do things like this one allows you to draw cards. Did you? Okay, and then I guess you get some. You have some support moves that are actually attacks, I think. Yeah, and then this one's a penny save, which is just, all it does is allow you to drop a card. Oh, okay, I see what that card does. You can see the card says has 0 cost, which means you won't drop it when you use it. It literally just makes you discard a random card, which is kind of interesting. Then you got skill cards. The skill cards are different for every character. It'll even show you what sort of technique, button press you have to do for the moves. I believe you start out with you start out with at least a base for each of the button presses. But if you want to use like certain moves like White Moisture, which is that one move I have, you have to use a card to switch it over, and then you'll be able to use it. Because if you don't, you'll be stuck with Summer Red or whatever equivalent move you have. They're kind of interesting, and if you, like I said, if you activate them multiple times, you'll upgrade the moves. If you swap to a different move, it starts out back at level 1, so it's a good idea to just kind of have a certain move you want to focus on. Though I guess a variety has its uses. Then you got these moves, which are all the major spell sign cards. They have higher costs. You can see it says this one has 2 costs, which means you'll discard, you'll use the card you're using plus 1 additional, and then you got the 5 card, which uses up all the cards in your hand. As you can see, there's a lot of specials with their own effective stuff. Not all of them are damage. For example, if you go to... Where is she? Sakia. Let's see. If you use moves like Sakia's World, it actually does no damage. What it does do is it stops time. And it's an actual, yeah, it's a utility card. There's a variety of various utility cards which are kind of interesting. Like Rainbow has one which is a self buff that will make little orbs appear around her, and as she gets hits in, the orbs will start glowing. And if she gets all the orbs glowing, she'll activate like one of the most powerful moves in the game. Actually, I think it is the most powerful move in the game because it's like an instant kill. But yeah, that's kind of just wanted to show this game off. It's Touhou 12.3, I think. Hisoutensoku, I believe it's what it's called. It's the first Touhou game I ever played, and the rest is history, I guess. I definitely like the fighting game. It's kind of interesting. It's just, but that since I only play against the AI, I kind of get tired of it. I might get back into this game and see if I can fight it on Lunatic or whatever. But for right now, this is just to show you guys off a game. I'm very glad that my frame rate held. Hopefully this video is okay looking, and hopefully the volume is okay. If not, I apologize. So until next time, everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Touhou 12.3 Hisoutensoku. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.